to a regular program, Building Creative Minds for Synergy, brought to you by Universal Empire. Today, we shall be looking at Ethnic Crisis Part 8. I am your uncle, Sabamba. Don't touch the dial. We'll be back.
As a life coach, Sir Bambam champions a holistic course of raising captains of industry, exposing people to self-discovery, and influencing businessmen into entrepreneurial synergy to build multi-global organizations, businesses, and empires. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell for more info. Thank you.
You're welcome back to our program, Building Creative Minds for Synergy. Topic, Ethnic Crisis, Part 8. Today, we shall be concentrating on how to solve problems. And the reason why our problem as a nation had gotten to this position in the liking or the likeness of cancerous wound. The reason why we are still in this problem, and it seems as if our ethnic crisis issue cannot be resolved. Our negligence as a people after the establishment of ethnic crisis by our founding fathers. In essence, all of us, in one way or the other, are guilty over this problem. I want to start by telling you the kind of crisis I settled in my own family. While I was out on research based on this crisis problem in the land, ethnic crisis I mean, one of the days I traveled home, I wouldn't call it a dismal day. And unknown to me, my father and my uncle fought over to direct water. And my father said he will not allow him to direct water through our building, that's our land. As the man was trying to open the track, my father brought his own shovel and they started struggling. Neighbors, friends, and well-wishers came and separated them. They started malice. On this day, I came home. My father called me in and warned me never to have anything to do with that man and his children. I asked him what happened. He told me all the stories. And I responded sharply to him that just like you are my father, he is equally my father. The only difference between you and him is because you gave birth directly to me. Our blood runs in his veins. We are of the same seed, of the same family. And straight away, I went to my uncle's house. Of course, we are direct neighbors. See his building, see us. As I entered, he welcomed me and I brought up the issue. My uncle told me that whatever your father said to you is true. You don't need to find out anything more than that. I said, no. If I don't need to find out anything more than that, there's no need to have come. And I went straight to the point that what they have done, it is insult to us, his children, and we, the children of my father. That we are supposed as their children to fight, while they, as our fathers, should be separating us. But the reverse is a case. That this is a case. That they, as our fathers, are fighting, and I'm in position now to settle their quarrel. The man stooped his head for some time, and when he lifted the head, he asked me, what do I want? And I told him peace, lasting peace. He asked me, what do we do? I said, let us make peace. And then he followed me straight to my father's house. As we're coming, my father sighted us a little distance and he ran into the inner room. When we entered the parlor, the man didn't stop at the parlor. He entered and followed my father into the inner room, dragged him out, and told him we didn't do well. Imagine that we're supposed to settle these children if they have issues. They are now settling a quarrel. My father was hesitant, never willing to make peace. The man went straight away to the food served by one of my father's wives, brought the food out, and told him, if you are not joining me to eat, I'll finish this food. I brought washing hand, we washed our hands, he came, joined us, we ate, and that was peace. The peace was made. As simple as that. And I'm pretty sure that if I had not followed up this matter at that cradle, just as my father started talking to me, he talked to his own children. By the time they leave, the situation would have lingered beyond what anybody could think of. By the time we also get our own children, we pass on to our children, and as we continue that way to the end, we might never be able to solve this problem. Meanwhile, the issue was not a problem. And to shock you, not up to 2 years later, the whole kindred conspired against my father to take my father's piece of land. And the only man that stood behind my father was this, my uncle. Because he was influential and at the same time exposed, he did everything, and my father reclaimed the land. Then my father told me, the mistakes we do sometimes are grievous. We may not understand the density at the beginning. He felt so really good that the matter didn't go beyond what it should be. Now, that's the same person, he would have made his enemy that stood behind him in all the kindred. In fact, in one of these occasions while I was telling the story, another man came up and told me a similar story about his own family. The truth is that as a people we have failed, all of us. That is why the ethnic crisis problem had lingered till this day. It is no problem, but today it is more than a problem. If you go into the root of the matter, you discover that everything they told us about Nigerian ethnic crisis is lie. There is no single truth coming from any of the sections. The Igbos are telling serious lies. The Yorubas are telling serious lies. The Hausas are telling serious lies. Nobody is speaking the truth. The ones who created this problem died with lies. And these lies kept going on. We keep passing it on and keep passing it on. Today, so many people in Nigeria come to believe that Nigerian ethnic crisis cannot be resolved. It's not true. There is no single problem anywhere in the world that cannot be resolved. Ours is not exceptional. Ethnic crisis, as it were, even in Nigeria, lives in the mind. It lives in a negative mentality, in our uncivilized mentality. It starts, the resolution to ethnic crisis starts from the civilization of the mind. That is a campaign we are on right now. The movement is on. Join the moving train. Thank you. We'd like to do the cutting here for today. Join us in the next episode as you join us more through our YouTube channel and website on your screen. Thank you.